have to tell any trekker, why they have to go to Kuari Pass, I would say the big reason would be the mountain views. The greater Himalayan range is so close that you're going towards and trekking. I think that is one of the big reasons why anyone must go and do this Kuari Pass trek.
I had heard about Nanda Devi for almost 10 years of my trekking life, but in most places in Uttarakhand you don't see Nanda Devi. And Kuari Pass, I saw Nanda Devi and I had tears in my eyes because that was something special. I had read so much about Nanda Devi and there was Nanda Devi in its full form.
I think seeing Mount Nanda Devi finally in front of you, especially the famous southwest face of the mountain, it's almost like, a long held wish that's coming true. Like it's almost like you're on a pilgrimage and you finally met the deity or the god towards whose door you were walking all this while.
There was this moment I was walking on the Gorson Bugyal and my eyes were on Nanda Devi. And then, for an extraordinary moment, I turned my head and I looked this way. And that's when I realized that I was missing out on the best of Gorson Bugyal because my eyes was only on Nanda Devi. Because stretching from my left to the right was Mount Chaukhamba, Mount Kamet, Mount Hathigoda, Mount Dronagiri, and then Nanda Devi. Oh, that is one moment right of Gorson Bugyal. If you get to see this, I think trekkers don't know what mountain views can be unless they step on Gorson Bugyal and take in this.
I still remember I was trekking towards the Akrot Geta campsite and suddenly the whole mountain range opened up in front of me and we had this Mount Kamet, Neelkant, Mount Dronagiri, Hathigoda. These are like big mountains of our country and they were like towering right in front of me. So I was not at all expecting, I was not ready for that view at all.
There's a triangle which you can draw out between Kulara, the Chandi top, the Chitrakanta, and if you keep going around that section, this is so beautifully layered like a cake. There is a layer 1 here, and then you get down to another layer, and then you get down to another layer, and you keep going. And the forest is through this layer, and the sun is coming in through in front of you. So that part is so mesmerizing. I have done so many treks, but that forests of the Kuari Pass trek have always stood out for me.
It has like golden oaks over there, it has a lot of pine trees. So I still vividly remember the campsite. When I first saw the campsite after a long day of, tiring day of walking, once you suddenly see that, there's so much of greenery and there's a shade and your campsite is settled, nestled beautifully between those oak trees. That's a really, really beautiful sight. I don't think I have felt that happy or that sudden positive energy coming from within on seeing such a campsite as I saw it nestled in that forest section.
It started snowing overnight and in the morning when I walked through the forest, it was like winter wonderland. There were little tiny snow bows on the trees, if I had to call it, the oak forest. Oak forest, I've never seen an oak forest as pretty as what you see in the forest section after early and before Gorson Bugyal. So looking at this forest without snow, I had fallen in love with it without snow, but looking at it in the snow with the Bugyal in the background, I think I was absolutely floored.
I would dare perhaps say that this is like my best trek compared to all the treks which are close to that 12,000, 12,500 feet.
I have done Goichala or Sandakphu like multiple times where you get to see the big mountain views, but when I think about any trek in Uttarakhand that offers parallel views, I think that one trek comes to my mind is the Kuari Pass trek.